Hey everyone, welcome to the Bowtie Breakdown. Today we're going to be talking about for sale by owners. You thinking about selling your property with no help? Doing it on your own? Good, well tune in because I'm going to fill you in on why it's not as easy as what you think it is. And hopefully open your eyes to some things you never even thought of. First things first, who you going to have in your corner? You better believe the buyer's going to have an agent representing them, guiding them and looking out for their best interests. Why wouldn't you want the same thing? That way you have an even playing field when it comes to negotiations, right? Next, you got to deal with the seller disclosures and the lead disclosures. Did you know that there's a huge liability that could fall back on you if these forms are not filled out correctly? Do you even know where to get them? Who's going to get them for you? Do you have anybody that can sit there and explain them to you so you fill them out correctly and avoid any liability? Once you get through the disclosures, you still have some more things to think about. For example, do you know how to get the best bang for your buck to set up your house for showings? Make it more effective? Here's another one. Who's going to take pictures to best showcase the property? You're just going to use your cell phone, or you're going to have somebody professional come in and really focus on the lighting and the different features of the home? Have you even thought about marketing? How are you going to get the property out there? You're just going to rely on word of mouth? You're going to put it in newspapers? Are you going to put it on Craigslist? A lot to think about, right? Sure you want to go through with that on your own? I don't know. Here's another one. As a for sale by owner, you get the luxury of coordinating a smoke inspection with the local fire department. Do you know what that entails? Do you know how many smoke and carbon detectors that you need? Do you know if you have the correct ones in the correct location and up to date? Something else to worry about, huh? On top of all this stuff that we've been talking about, you also have the duty of scheduling and coordinating all of the home inspections and the appraisals that come along with the transaction. These are all key pieces and have to be scheduled accordingly. Kind of seems like a big giant headache, doesn't it? Sounds like it's getting that way. Well, guess what? You already have a headache and you haven't even started fielding phone calls or scheduling any appointments to see the property. Have you thought about the showings? How you're going to conduct those? Are you going to hold open houses? If so, that's going to open up another can of worms. Are you familiar with the COVID guidelines and what the CDC and Department of Business Regulation is suggesting that we follow as far as holding open houses? In reference to capacity, how many people are allowed, the steps you have to take in order to conduct them, the contact tracing and everything else that comes along with it. See how this is starting to be one big giant headache for you? Once you do get to the offer stage and offers start rolling in, do you know how to tell the differences between them? Not just the money, but the terms, type of financing. Is it cash? If it is cash, that could be a totally different transaction. Are you prepared for that? Sounds like there's a lot of unanswered questions here and some things you may not have thought about. There's a huge difference between each and every offer, so you want to make sure you know how to decipher the differences between all of them. You really want to deal with all of this hassle? Sit there and worry about accepting an offer and then second guessing your decision later on whether or not you chose the right one or the best one? Wouldn't you want someone to be there right on the spot? That way they can explain each and every one to you and you can make an informed decision, feel good about it, and not second guess yourself? I can guarantee you the buyer's agent's not going to help you. They're not going to look out for your best interest. Their client is the buyer. Wouldn't you want someone protecting you and helping you along the way? That was another Bowtie Breakdown. I'm Garry Morin. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the weekly videos. We'll see you next week.